Ashley New at 5, the former owner of Plaza Towers, has admitted to some of the charges against him. Marco Dennis will be sentenced later after pleading guilty to federal charges of illegally possessing a gun and filing a false tax return. He still faces state charges of domestic assault, kidnapping, and tampering with evidence. He's accused of driving a woman to his boat in Kimberling City, where she told investigators Dennis beat her and threw her in the water. While investigating that crime, investigators say they discovered Dennis illegally owned 8 guns and lied about his past criminal history to buy the weapons.